Hello guys, this is Reese from Bommarito St. Peter's Volkswagen in St. Louis. Today I'm bringing you a 2019 Volkswagen Atlas SEL 4Motion. This particular one is in deep black pearl effect with black Titan interior, leatherette interior. This car comes with push button start, keyless entry on 4 doors, remote start, heated seats up front, LED headlights, LED running lights, halogen fog lights, adaptive cruise control, lane assist, autonomous emergency braking in the front, blind spot monitoring on the sides, and rear cross traffic alert on the back. It also features a power liftgate, a power sunshade on a giant panoramic sunroof, 3-seat memory, heated steering wheel, Volkswagen's digital cockpit, and lane assist. Let's take a look inside. Here's a look at the heated mirrors. Also power mirrors there. One touch up, one touch down on the windows with the window lock as well, right here. Remote power lift gate down here, right there. Power door locks on the doors. Automatic headlights, also a fog light function. You just pull out to turn on the fog lights. This turns green over here when the fog lights are on. Push back in, turn them off. Also have a coin box for storage right there. This little lever right here allows you to adjust the telescoping steering wheel, so you can raise it, lower it, push it in, pull it out. All of those different features there. There's a look at Volkswagen's digital instrument, digital cockpit. It actually looks a little different now. They changed it mid-production here, so it does different things now. So this is more common with the Jetta than it is with the Atlas now. So the fuel gauge and the temperature gauges are off to the side. The temperature gauge is over here on this side, and the fuel gauge is over here on this side. And that red light blinks when the fuel gauge gets low. And then you still have the navigation setting in the middle, but the font style for the park and the speedometer are different. And then there's this widescreen view, similar to the Jetta, and this is also similar to the Jetta and the Tiguan SEL R-Line Black. So looks like they're all going to this different instrument cluster now for the newer models. So if you get the other display, it's an older model. It's a leather wrapped flat bottom steering wheel. Cruise control settings are still right here on the steering wheel right here. So there's your power on, there's your resume set, and then also your your following distance setting there. So you can actually change following distance. If you can see down in the tray by the red seat belt icon, the little arrows moving forward in between that yellow roadway and the seat belt icon there. You do also have your assist systems available to you right here on the steering wheel, so you can actually arm and disarm features on the car. On this side over here, you have your Google and Siri functionality with that little icon right there, if you're plugged in with your phone. Otherwise, that's a Volkswagen voice system. Song skip and preset skip is right here. Over here on this side, that's the volume control for the stereo, and then also Bluetooth and navigation. Now here, these two silver tabs work as a mouse to go left and right on the menu options here on the center of the digital display. And then also you have up and down, where you can change radio stations or sources using the up and down button here. So I can scan through sources and change things there. Or I can just go back to where I was. Over here on the MIB2 touchscreen radio, it does give you App Connect, which allows you to do Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or MirrorLink using that USB connection and your phone. Of course, it's going to depend on what phone you're using. So if you're using Apple, you're able to use 3 different navigation apps in Waze, Google Maps, and Apple Maps. Android Auto, you're able to use Waze or Google Maps. There's also a backup camera. The backup camera does have trajectory steering, so it turns left or right, so I can see what's going on there. Also, the green lines stay static, and then the red lines simulate where your bumper are. That is a very high def camera as well. So it's one of the best backup cameras I've ever seen. Dual climate zone up front with a third zone in the back behind the center console armrest. You can actually bring it up on a touch screen as well. It touch here or touch the blue side to raise the temperature. Also turn on and turn off the sync button, so you can have heat on one side, cool on the other if you choose to. You also have access to the heated steering wheel button right here. And then something new on this car is air care. Air care is like air filtration system. You'll see a little blue line start to expand here as it scrubs the cabin. It's basically air filtration, filters out allergens and pollutants so they're not brought into the cabin from the outside. Pretty nice feature to have. Also, there's a push button start button right here, and the electronic parking brake is right here. You just pull up on that to activate the e-brake, and then put your foot on the brake and push down to release. This little shift knob right here also helps change your drive modes. So by turning it to snow, I get that little icon there, and then I have these customizable options here. By hitting adjust, I'm able to change steering aspect, driving aspect, sport, normal, or eco, and then climate control as well. There's also on this knob an off-road custom. If I go all the way to the right, now I'm able to tweak going this way. I can tweak steering, make it sportier. The drive system, I can take it off-road or normal. Adaptive cruise control, I can change the aspect of that. Hill descent, I can turn on and off. And then climate control, I can make eco or normal. Pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this back to the roadway. That's my main setting there. This button is also part of it. It's two-way, so I can touch here by pushing the buttons, pushing down on this button here. It changes this on the screen. Or I can use my finger and just do it on the touch screen there. So if you want to cut down on fingerprints and things of that nature, you can do that as well. Now there's a wood grain interior that goes across the dash and into the doors on both sides. Here's a look at the glove box where your CD player is cleverly hidden, along with 2 SD card readers. One's for your navigation data that comes in this little package right here, but it's already installed. And then the second one's for your second SD card where you can do video, music, or even picture files. You can even display a slideshow on the screen. SD card holders are right there. As you look at the black leatherette heated seat, along with the headrest there, and an adjustable seat belt right there. This particular unit does have lighted vanity mirrors on both sides, so you've got that. And then also, you've got a panoramic sunroof with a power sunshade. So the giant panoramic sunroof does also have a pop-up windscreen. So that keeps the wind from coming into the car, or cuts down on it coming into the car. And there's a look at your giant panoramic sunroof. Now the glass from the front section stacks on top of the second section, which remains static and doesn't move. Okay, let's take a look at the second row. I did fail to mention that this has 3-seat memory. I'll actually show you that right there. There it is on the side of the seat. This particular unit does have captain's chairs. So with the captain's chairs, it's a 6-seater. As you look up at the giant panoramic sunroof again with the pop-ups windscreen there. Here's a look at the center console in the back, which you can actually lock out at the front console there, so the passengers in the back can't mess with the temperature settings or the fan speed. The vents do have louvers on there where you can adjust. 2 USB ports down here, and then also there is a 3-prong plug-in right there, so you could plug in a laptop while you're on the road. Here's a closer look at that leatherette seat for the captain's chairs. Latch hookups are right here on both sides of this seat, and then they're also on this captain's chair that I'm sitting in. Armrest folds up out of the way, folds down here. There's a neat little dial right here where you can dial in and lock where the armrest rests at. There is also a sunshade that pops up right here and locks in place to keep that filter the sunlight off of your babies and car seats. You have that on both windows. As you look up again at the panoramic sunroof there. Now this unit here, I've failed to mention the sticker on this one. $47,025 is the cost on this one. Captain's chairs are an upgrade, and the black wheels are an upgrade as well. This seat does have a two-way switch on it, which is designed if you have a front-facing booster or high back booster and a seat, you do not have to remove it for passengers to get in the back. Just lift up on this lever here, seat pitches forward with the bottom dropping out. There's a look at the back seats there. Those headrests do push up with the flick of a wrist, super easy. And to move this seat back, you just lift up the opposite way and push back on the seat, and it'll go back into place. There's a little bar underneath that slides that seat forward and back. Take a look at the leg room that you have there. As we go around to the back here, this one has a bumper applique on it as well to protect the bumper from scratches. I highly recommend that on any Atlas. Here's a look through from the back. This is a true 6-seater with the captain's chairs. There's a look up at that panoramic sunroof again, and there's a look at your center cluster from the back. Rear passengers in the seat pillar, there's a vent so they're not suffering in the summer or freezing in the winter. There's this vent on each side, so the passengers are thought of there. These seats do fold flat as well, so just a flick of this little lever right here, and these seats do fold flat, just like that. So you have a flat, continuous surface, and the captain's chair seats will actually fold down and continue that flat surface. Seatbelt clips for the seatbelt clips for the seatbelts in the back if you're carrying cargo. Also a 12-volt charger right here. A hidden bag hook right here for extra bags. And then there's also a trunk light there, and also on this side over here for nighttime lighting if you're loading or unloading. This particular unit comes with cloth mats, rubber mats. Rubber mats cover all 3 rows. Cloth mats only cover 2. Roadside assistance kit right here. This one has a cargo cover as well. It's underneath the floor right here, as well as a cargo net. So the cargo cover will hook in right there in that depression there on each side and cover the 3rd row seats folded down. There is a look at that push button for the trunk, the hatch close. There's also a 5,000-pound tow hitch on this unit. Comes standard, along with the chrome exhaust tip treatment there. The black wheels are an upgrade on this car. So this is a SEL Atlas, not an R-Line. There's also an R-Line option that gives you an appearance package that adds about $2,000 to the price tag. And then comes the SEL Premium, so that would be the top of the line one. This car comes with a 6-year, 72,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty from Volkswagen. And if you buy from me at Bommarito St. Peter's here in St. Louis, you'll get a 10-year, 200,000-mile nationwide powertrain and engine warranty. That's free of charge. And then also, if you buy from me, we get you 3 years of free maintenance. Your 10, 20, and 30,000 mile oil changes are covered by the dealership. You have to do those here. If you're interested in this car, please give me a call. 636-290-4257. 636-290-4257. And if you found this video useful, please put something in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.